Alright guys, Tactical Preacher here. Since I put this channel up, I said I'd be doing reviews, but I haven't found nothing worth reviewing. So this is going to be my first gear review, and I'm actually going to be reviewing 3 things, maybe 4. I don't know. We'll see. It's kind of a package deal. The package is nice package. I've been converted. Got right with God.
Got right.
So that's right, guys. We're gonna be reviewing the Hoyt Carbon Defiant Turbo.
Turbulence.
This is a pretty bad bow.
Pretty bad.
So, all right. So, what do you think?
Well, first of all, took us like 2 hours to go get this thing.
All right. This is April 9th. If you didn't know, if you've been trying to get one of these bows, at least around here, North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, really all across America right now, you can't get the Carbon Defiant Turbo. It's crazy impossible. And to get one, I could have got one Realtree. I didn't want Realtree. I mean, I wear Realtree camo, but I didn't want my bow to be Realtree.
Right.
This is 65-pound peak weight. Couldn't get 70-pound limbs. It's Ridge Reaper. Be talking about that in a minute. I wanted blackout, but I'm gonna do a little something on this thing. So it's actually gonna be really nice. So I want to talk about this bow for a minute. Went and picked it up today. Shot it for the first time today. We had to drive 2 hours. Sorry, Celine. There you go. 2 hours to get to a pro shop that had one. They said if you order them in November, they were getting them in today. If you order them now, you can get them in late August. And depending on really how things go, that's not promissory. That's word of mouth. Realistically, if it's your 9-month wait list, if I order one today, blackout 70-pound limbs, it would have been January. And I'm trying to go hunting.
Right.
So I bit the bullet, went down and got it, and I'm super satisfied. And here's the reason I'm satisfied. Because it was only 65-pound limbs, I was going to get 80-pound limbs. You can't get it for the turbo, at least not yet. Maybe they'll come out with them. If they ever do, I'll buy them. But right now, I can't get them. I'm going to get 70-pound limbs with the carbon weave paint, just like the blackout has. Carbon bow. I'm rocking the fuse carbon blade stabilizer. Okay. Axcel accutouch single pin sight carbon. Okay. Tight spot quiver with the carbon rods. All right. Check that out. Easton full metal jackets micros. I don't like the deep 6. I like shooting stuff that you can't get in deep 6, so I won't be shooting the deep 6. But we'll talk about that in a minute. But right now, let's talk about this bow. There's not a lot of videos about the Carbon Defiant Turbos, the Carbon Defiant Turbos on YouTube, and I think one of the reasons is because they're really freaking hard to get right now. Exactly. I seen a couple people. Cameron Haynes, shout out. There you go. He got one. Okay. Joe Rogan has one. Let's see. Maybe one more review. Lot of reviews on the turbos. Lot of reviews on the carbons. Nothing on the Carbon Defiant Turbos. So here you go, guys. Y'all ready for this thing? This bow is, I think it's 30 inches axle to axle, 6-inch brace height, 350 feet per second IBO. Super sweet shooting bow. Okay. Just a little comparison. I was shooting the Matthews Creed XS. I like short bows, but I wanted to try something different. And my buddy told me, he's like, "You better try Hoyt," and I did. And anyway, so this bow right here, I'm shooting a 509 grain arrow. 30-inch draw, 66 pound draw weight, 283 feet per second, 283 feet per second, 90 foot-pounds of kinetic energy. What do you want dead? I will kill it. Cecil the Lion, I'm gonna kill his brother Simba.
Simba.
And Nala. I'm gonna let Scar live though because he's gangster. Yeah. But anyway, this bow shoots. It's very, very consistent. The draw all the way through is very, very consistent. It's thick. Okay, let me explain this. My Matthews Creed XS is, for example, feels like you're drawing through water. This feels like you're drawing through something thicker, like pudding. I know that's crazy analogy. Crazy doesn't make sense. Go shoot one and you'll understand what I'm talking about. It feels like you're drawing through something thick. It's not hard. A full draw, it doesn't bounce. It doesn't bounce. It doesn't want to let up. It's got the string stop. It's got the draw stop on the limb. It's very, very solid back wall. Very, very solid. Just as solid as my Creed XS with the limb stops. But it wants to jerk out of your hand less. Being a speed bow, it wants to jerk out of my hand less than my Creed XS. Mm-hmm. Very, very comfortable. Hold it all day. You have to want to let it go. When you if you go to let your arrow down, you have to want to let it go. It wants to stay, at least for me, it wants to stay at full draw. I really, really like that. Again, like I said, you can hold it all day long. These DFX cams, I can 100% tell the difference. This bow, one thing that caught my attention was, even though it's 30 inches axle to axle at full draw, the way the cam rolls over, the string angle is about, on all the models, is about 3 inches longer than what it actually is axle to axle. So a 30-inch bow is like a 34-inch bow, axle to axle, the string angle. The 31 is about 35. The 34 is like a 37, like a target bow. I've noticed just how awesome this bow is. Just from shooting it, the first time I picked it up in the shop today and shot it, they after about 2 or 3 shots, I was like, I'm 98% satisfied. Put my sight on it, and we'll be ready to go. Only thing was my arrow rest, trophy taker, drop away arrow rest. Just super, super nice bow, man. I couldn't stop smiling when I was shooting it. A couple things I'm gonna do to it is I'm gonna switch it out for the red, if I can find them. I can't find them nowhere. I want the red and black panels. Also, like I said, I'm going to 70-pound limbs with the carbon weave. So it's going to be Ridge Reaper riser. There's going to have carbon weave limbs, carbon fiber stabilizer, carbon fiber sight,
carbon fiber out,
carbon fiber, and everything. Ridge Reaper camo. It's going to be a sick looking, awesome bow. The zero torque, the thing about this bow is it's fast. So I 100% feel the string slap in the shot. It's fast. But I don't feel the bow at all. It is so dead in the hand. You hear the string snap. You feel the string go forward and snap when it shoots. But I can't feel the bow move at all. It's insane. While I'm just doing this review, I'm also going to talk about a couple things. First off, this blade, this fuse carbon blade. Just talk about that for just real quick. Adjustable weight on the end. I don't know how much the freaking weights are. I don't know how much they weigh, but I can tell you right now. Oh man, just real quick. Stabilizer is slightly offset from the shelf. It really balances good. Really balances good. I really like that. You don't have to get any side stabilizers. Now obviously if you're going to do some like crazy tournament shooting, you're going to have a crazy tournament bow. But I'm just telling you right now, the way I'm drilling with this, I could shoot tournaments with this. People probably laugh at me and say, no, you can't. but I can tell you right now at 20 yards, I can tell you if I want to break my arrow or not. So yeah, I can shoot tournaments with this. I don't shoot tournaments because I don't care.
Right.
But I can tell you right now, I've shot 2-inch fixed blades at 100 yards with a 28-inch axle to axle bow, 200 grains. Tell me how that's possible, and I'll tell you. You just gotta practice and shoot, man. Anyway, back at it. This is an awesome stabilizer. It's supposed to cut the wind resistance down. I mean the wind drag on the bow from side to side because of the thin profile. Also, when you shoot, it shakes up and down instead of around. Just how it's. I mean, I've seen a little slow motion videos. I research my stuff before I buy it. Anyway, this is a really cool stabilizer. Really light all through here. The weight's really at the end where it should be. I can't tell you really how much difference it feels in the hand from the stabilizer with shock absorption. The bow is already so dead in the hand. Anyway, that's a little review on that stabilizer. Just a quick review. It's awesome. This is the 10-inch. This is the axcel accutouch by Trueball. This is, in my opinion, the absolute best sight on the market. This sight with the carbon fiber rod, carbon fiber dovetail, is insane. And this is why. I hate single pin adjustable sights, sighting them in. I absolutely love the sight, sighting them in. The thing I love about this sight is, let me see if I can show y'all. These little clicks here. When you get it set to where you want it, and that top pin right there for me is 20 yards, you set this little click right there. Come on, focus, camera. You set the little click right there, and this little notch clicks in there when you go by it. You can't even barely hear it. Listen. That's it. It's not loud, but you know it's there. You set that at 20, come back 2 days later, and set your 30. I mean, whenever you feel like it. You know, for me, sighting in my HHA, I probably lost a dozen arrows trying to skip 30, 40, 50 yards to get out to 60 to sight in the second distance and do all the math and all that kind of stuff like that. Crazy. Anyway, right here, you set that for 20. Then you roll it. Whenever you get your 30, 40, 50, whatever, 50, boom. Locks into your next one. You set your 20, 30, 40, 50, whatever, however many you want, you can take them completely off. You don't even have to use them, okay? Boom, you got it. Then what to do is, for me, I don't know how other people do it, but again, not a lot of reviews on the site either. You get down to the bottom. For me, that is the absolute lowest that, and I can go lower than this. I can go lower than this. Let me see. Okay, I can go lower than that. But this is the absolute lowest that I can lower this sight and feel comfortable. And I measured it and shot arrows through it, and just to double check it, with my vanes on my arrow clearing the sight housing. Okay, the pin on this thing is not bright. You need a light. I don't care if you're shooting red, green, blue, purple, pink, polka dot, doesn't matter. You need a light for this sight. Gotta have one. It's not optional. You buy the sight, buy you a light. Just save your time, save yourself some energy, and buy the stupid thing. You gotta have a light. It's not bright. Nowhere near bright enough to hunt with. No, I can shoot inside my house with all the lights on. It's not bright enough. Okay, the sight, also on the back of the sight, and when you're behind the bow, like you should be, the sight window here where the tape goes is right in your face. You don't have to look around the bow or peek or anything to find it. It's right there in your face. The needle is micro adjustable, so if you put the tape on here a little bit crooked, you don't have to try to pull your tape back off. You just loosen a little screw and slide it up and down until you get it right on the 20 where it would start. Dovetail again, you can unscrew this, slide it in or out, take it completely off, throw it into a case if you got transport. I took it off, put it back on. 2 different bows, great every time. One of the concerns I had about removing I never shot a bow with a long dovetail. One of the concerns I had was take it off, put it back on. Man, is my zero still gonna be consistent? And yeah, I found that it has. One thing, it's a smaller sight housing. It's a 41 millimeter. They have a 31 to 41. 41 is the bigger. I have to shoot a really small peep sight, but it's okay. Really small peep sight, but it works really good. It covers it up perfect, just how I like it. Let's see. Not much more I can say about this bow. I only had it for like
5 hours, 6 hours.
6 hours. 11 o'clock today. Time's 9 o'clock. 8 hours.
8 hours.
I only had this bow for 8 hours, and I drove 2 or 3 of those hours. Just driving around. Look, go to your Hoyt dealer. Try one out. Get them to set you up and shoot this bad thing. I'm telling you right now. If you like big fixed blade broadheads, hey, run and go get me a landshrk. I got some in the weight room on a little chain, all my bent ones. If you like big fixed blade broadheads, if you like sharp big fixed blade broadheads, let me adjust this camera a little bit so I can lean forward. I keep leaning forward trying to talk to y'all. If you like big broadheads, this is the absolute best broadhead on the market. I've personally reviewed a lot of stuff, not on camera, but tested it. Now you have to pardon me because I shot the crap out of these things, cinder blocks, whatever. Big broadhead, guys, not little broadheads, not 100 grains. This is a 175 grain Simmons Landshrk. It will leave. It is a 1 5/8, I think, cut. It will put bigger than a 2-inch cut, 2-inch hole in whatever you shoot. It's the sweep on the blade. It actually stretches the skin before it cuts it. Bigger blood trails than NAP Killzone, my favorite expandable. Throw Rage in the garbage can. Bigger than Rage. More blood. This is the only thing that I've ever shot anything with that I can step in puddles of blood when tracking. Matter of fact, I've never really tracked anything. I made a very, very, very bad shot when I first started out shooting archery. The bow was not set up for me. It was way, way, way too long. First started bow hunting. Made a very, 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 very bad shot. And had no, very bad shot. Very bad shot. Had no problem recovering the animal with one of these. People say that's why I shoot big expandables, because big blade, big hole, a lot of blood. This thing's just better. This thing, if you shoot something in the shoulder blade, this doesn't stop. It keeps going. And I've shot these out of a Creed XS at 100 yards consistently. You can shoot really big broadheads. It's okay. You just got to practice and have your stuff tuned up. And shout out to the guys at Springfield Outfitters down there, Lee, down there in Selma, North Carolina. Spring Hill Outfitters. This thing is drilling with those big broadheads. Drilling at 20 yards. I can't shoot the same dot on my target because I'll break my arrows. I'll cut the fletchings off or something. Thanks, Lee. I know when we was down there, we were a little concerned about them big broadheads. They are drilling. Almost brought a tear to my eye. I haven't been able to shoot my the Creed XS after I shot them. I tweaked it a little bit because I was trying to shoot the 2-inch tree sharks. simmonsharks.com. simmonsharks.com. Go check them out. Dude, they're cheap. They're carbon. You can resharpen them. Shoot 100 deer with one as long as you don't bend one, pulling it out of the tree 40 yards away from where you shot the deer. They are that good. I don't know why. I don't know why people don't carry good stuff. Like the underground stuff, the stuff that people don't, you can't buy that stuff at Gander Mountain and Bass Pro Shop. Look, man, simmonsharks.com. pick up some freaking 175. They say 165 grains. He lied. They're 175 grains. Simmons landshrks. But that's good though, because you can't get 165 grain field points easily, but you can buy 175 grain field points, so it actually works out. 175 grain Simmons landshrks. Check them out. I'm gonna put in the description all of the stuff I just reviewed on this bow. Check out my other videos, the Brianna and Joey show. We're gonna try to get some more videos on there. We've been a little bit hectic with the schedule and everything like that. Try to get some videos on there. If you like the video,
subscribe.
No. Hold, wait. What do I say? It's been so long since I made a video. It's been a couple weeks. If you don't like it, hit like. If you like the video, subscribe and comment. If you like the video, subscribe and comment. If you don't like the video, hit like.
Hit that
and
like button.
Hit that like button, thumbs up, click links here. And thanks guys, and we'll get back to you next time. And give me a little while, and I'll give you a little bit more in-depth review on this bow. If you don't got one, well, they're hard to get, but if you want one, go try one. Find a dealer. I drove 115 miles to go get this bow today. Go check it out, man. Thanks.